So a lot of people know that if you have a note block, spring, and conveyor belt in this order, then you can have a pretty cool platforming trick. But we can make this a lot better. You can basically put any kind of enemy on it and they will also be launched. Now let's take this one step further to see the final main mechanic. Here we have the exact same setup, but an on-off block stops the spring from launching the piranha plant, and if we hit the switch, then it is launched again. This can be used for a lot of platforming puzzles and things like that, so let's get to work on a proof of concept level. The kind of level I ended up making with this is kind of like the most basic version of a Kaizo level, and I only say that because it's not a real linear level like most of the levels I make. And it does involve some tricky platforming with on-off blocks and spin jumps and things like that, so I guess Kaizo Light is the best term I can do for this. I don't make a lot of Kaizo levels, one, because I'm really bad at them, and also because they're just really hard to make in my opinion. It's hard to come up with cool jumps that don't feel cheap, or really hard without a lot of feeling to them. I find it a lot easier to explore one mechanic throughout a somewhat linear level, and that is kind of what I ended up doing here, so I think I did a good job of turning a Kaizo Light level into a bit more of a traditional level, and that's why I added the extra light to Kaizo, because again, this isn't really a Kaizo Light level at all, because you are spending a lot of your time on the ground, and you are in control of what you do most of the time. I wanted to add one last thing, and that is, if you want a ton of spikes, it's kind of ugly to just have a spike wall, so if you variate between the munchers and the spikes, it looks a lot better. So that's what I do every time I need a spiked floor. Here we are at the beginning of the level. You can see the little mechanism up there making that very annoying sound, and if we hit the on-off blocks, then we have this new plant platform that we can spin jump on, and that is the theme of this level, spin jumping on plants once they come down or are launched from this mechanism. So we spin jump there so that we can kind of stall on this one, so we can go over, yes! Okay, now this one is more of a timing thing, so if we don't hit it again, then that happens. Luckily, there is a reset door here, so what we need to do is hit it very quickly in succession, so we can do that. Now, this is a little more tricky. We spin jump off the blue platform, and now we're here, and this is a very short proof of concept level, and this is the end. I wanted it to be very tense. We have those blocks there so that you can't run straight to the end. Please do not make me die on this. I mean, I know I'm allowed to die at my own levels, especially one that's... I mean, this is my first try, so at least I've got that going for me, but I really don't want to die. Okay, yes, there we go. And I didn't get the 1-up, what the heck?